Hi, I'm Dr. Heyer, and welcome to Holistic Health and Chiropractic of Frankfort. I'm a holistic chiropractor practicing in Frankfort, Illinois. Now, some people ask me, what's a holistic chiropractor compared to, say, a regular or typical chiropractor? Well, chiropractic in and of itself is very holistic, and let me explain why. Chiropractors have a philosophy that the body has a natural healing mechanism built within it. And for example, you may have experienced this yourself, but the other day I cut my finger and it bled a little and it scabbed over and then the tissue started to heal underneath it. Now, if I didn't have a healing mechanism built within, that cut would have just kept bleeding until I would have bled out. But as many people watching this video know, the healing mechanism starts on its own. I don't have to do anything for it. This is an example of your spine. And here on top of the spine is where the skull and the brain sit. And the brain and the nervous system is basically like a computer system that controls everything in your body. It controls every cell, every tissue, every organ. Just like I have a computer over there, I can do multiple functions with. The brain and the nervous system controls all the functions in my body. Now, within each of these joints are things called mechanoreceptors. Those are nerve endings that when we move each of these 24 bones, or when we move our arms or elbows or our legs or feet, we are stimulating electricity and sending energy up to the brain, like electricity. And in fact, if you could plug a light bulb into the brain, you could power a small light bulb for a short period of time. But let me use a different analogy to explain this. This is a flashlight that doesn't have any batteries. Instead, it has a lever and a generator. And when you squeeze this lever, what you're doing is creating electricity that it can convert into light. So, just as when we move these bones and we move our joints, we can create energy that can stimulate the brain. Now, ideally our brain would be functioning at 100%. But what happens is that sometimes these little bones get subluxated or stuck. And if I can use this to use another analogy, pretend that these are bones of the spine and they have good mobility, good play in between the joints. They're supposed to move. But here we have joints that are stuck. So in this person, instead of having 100% of that stimulation going up to the brain, maybe the brain's only getting 80%, 75%, or 60%. Now, most people think of having a bone out of alignment as causing pain, which absolutely it can, but I also like to think of it as turning the light bulb down. It's dimming the light bulb. Instead of being on at 100%, it might be on at 80%. So what I do as a chiropractor, and what chiropractors do across the country every day, is we look for these stuck joints, and through different methodologies, sometimes stretching the joints, sometimes pushing on the joints, we're trying to loosen them so that they move better and they contribute to feeding the stimulation to the brain. That's holistic in and of itself. We don't use medication, we don't use surgery, we just simply correct the misalignments and let the body heal itself. But we also do other things in the office. We use chiropractic and nutrition, and we use that for a holistic or an alternative approach to helping people with different health issues. Yes, we work with back pain, headaches, neck pain, disc herniations, issues like that. And yes, we have the most up-to-date chiropractic techniques along with exercise rehab and massage therapy. But we also use these other techniques because we feel that it helps to address the overall health of a person from the point of view of the triad of health. Here you see an equilateral triangle, and on each side are three parts that make up our whole: body structure, body nutrition, and body energy. And if there's any imbalance in any one of these sides, it throws the other two out of whack as well. So by using chiropractic, we're addressing the body structure issue. By using nutritional protocols, we're addressing the body chemistry or the nutritional side of our health. And by using acupuncture, we're addressing the body energy, so as to bring balance back to the body and bring balance back to our health. So that's a little bit more about what I do as a holistic chiropractor. If you have questions or if you'd like more information, feel free to check us out on our website, www drjheyer.holisticfrankfurt.com or email me at drjheyer, that's drjheyer, @yahoo.com. Thanks. See you next time.